Just when you thought there couldn't be more change going on in the world, it turns out magnetic north is moving. Aviators knew this. It's always moved, but not like this. In fact, it's on the move about 40 miles a year now along the polar cap toward Russia. It's a natural, unstoppable occurrence.
But keeping a close watch on a series of earthquakes rattling parts of Arkansas. More than 60 tremors hit in one town last week. A phenomenon that's almost becoming a daily routine.
Earthquakes rattled Yellowstone Park today for the fourth consecutive day.
As John Daly reports, scientists are keeping a close eye on all the seismic activity, looking for any indication of something bigger than the 3.9 magnitude tremor which hit on Saturday.
John? Occurred as sequences, or at least over the last 1,500 years, and their causes are enigmatic to the scientific community. We currently don't have a reason why the Earth should have a large earthquake and a stable continental interior. There are a lot of good theories, but we don't have a consensus.
Yeah, but specifically going back almost 200 years, that was quite a blast there. I mean, it rocked in Memphis, Tennessee. People heard it and felt it in Boston, Massachusetts.
Will it erupt or won't it? Tonight we have a clarification about a story we picked up from the Vancouver Sun newspaper, which suggested Mount Baker could erupt soon.
YouTube Dutch Sense here. Monday, March 7th at 4:43 a.m. Check out this giant crack or fissure that has opened up in Pakistan. Truly dramatic.
Fox News alert on the world food supplies. We have been tracking this story for a few days now, and it is getting quite some attention. Food supplies getting very tight. And on the commodity markets, food prices soaring to levels never before seen.
5 in HD, the new year may be tougher on many people's wallets. According to experts, it's going to cost more to fill up with gas and put food on the table.
As you probably know, riots and political unrest have come to many countries across the world. We've seen dictatorships in Tunisia and Egypt fall, and we're seeing unrest from Iran to Libya and many countries in between. But many probably did not realize that these uprisings were caused in part by high food prices.
Access to the developing world's demand for food. The latest international survey on food prices reveals an extra 44 million people have been forced to the brink of poverty because of soaring food prices.
Once again, rising food prices are causing social unrest and political instability in several countries.
Some say that rising food prices were one reason behind the wave of anti-government demonstrations in North Africa and the Middle East. The UN has warned of impending social upheaval in countries that are quite literally hungry for freedom. The issue is also creeping into the US, where food stamp programs are being slashed.
A Fox News alert, thousands of protesters surrounding Wisconsin's state capitol right now. They say that the fight over collective bargaining is not over. At least 100,000 people estimated to be here today.
top story, a terrible mystery gripping the world right now. Birds, fish, and all kinds of creatures just dropping dead in huge numbers for what seems like no reason. Just in the last 2 weeks, the theories and speculation running rampant.
Hundreds of dead seals in Labrador. These seals washed up around Hopedale. There are similar reports from other communities. No one knows why these animals died.
Bruce County Humane Society is investigating the death of 200 cows.
The cattle were discovered on a farm field on 4th Street in Amherst. Today, the bodies were taken out in semi-loads to be disposed of. The Portage County Sheriff's Department says the animals died.
They've occurred suddenly with devastating results. A series of huge fish kills, the latest involving 2 million fish in Maryland.
On Kent Island, Maryland, along the Chesapeake Bay. Wildlife officials say roughly 2 million of one particular species died very suddenly. But this came at about the same time that thousands of birds died suddenly in Arkansas and Louisiana, and millions of fish were killed in separate incidents from Arkansas to South America to the South Pacific.
This is all a sign of the apocalypse. Authorities in northern Italy say more than 1,000 turtle doves have dropped dead over the past 5 days. It's the latest in a series of unexplained sudden death incidents affecting creatures in the sky and on water. The events have sparked a media frenzy, with doomsday speculators saying it hails the end of the world. 8,000 dead turtle doves in Italy, hundreds of birds dead in Rockwell, Texas, 500 red-winged blackbirds in Louisiana, 100 birds in Sweden, 3,000 dead red-winged blackbirds in Arkansas, several hundred dead in Kentucky. On the fish, several hundred snapperfish in New Zealand, thousands of dead fish in Florida, 40,000 devil crabs in the UK, 80,000 drumfish in Arkansas, 2 million spotted croakers in Maryland. In the last 2 weeks, thousands of fish are dead at the mouth of a shipping channel, as well as a dead whale that was reported in Venice today. The species include crabs, stingrays, eel, drum, speckled trouts, and redfish.
In the UK, 40,000 velvet crabs littered the coast. Brazil, 100 tons of lifeless fish floated. And in Sweden, jackdaws fell in the dead of the night. Across the world, the bizarre phenomena of creatures raining down or washing up on shore has mystified scientists.
The video you're about to see is not a gravel road. Those are the dead fish.
This footage that was taken recently was in Rio de Janeiro, I believe, or Santa Cruz, South America. I'm not exactly sure what's happening, but all over the world things are changing. We're talking about environmentally. The weather-related changes may have an effect. Look at all these dead animals, these dead fish. This is in Bolivia, South America. Alligators dead everywhere. Whatever was in the water is coming up dead. This is happening all over the place. It's happening in the United States.
200 dead cows in Wisconsin and 7,000 dead buffalo in Vietnam. What is happening?
I think the media is, by and large, not blowing it out of proportion. They're actually underestimating how serious it is.
Holy shit! You can almost hardly look at it.